How are we doing? How are we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Regardless of where you are listening from, welcome to this new masterclass. As you know, every month, we try to give you a little update. We give, we try. To tell you what's new, the latest gossip about what's coming. And a year ago, we gave this masterclass. And we talked about what was working in 2024. One of the highlights was the official WhatsApp that was released. Today, the topic has evolved a lot. And, well, we're going to give you an update because definitely on WhatsApp. We sell every day. And you need to know how to use it to get the most out of it and see what options are available. You know I never commit to any one option. What I do is I always validate in the market what is the best, what works. I test it in my businesses and then I tell you, you know what, I like this one. For this reason, and this one in second place. For this reason, and that's why I pay for WhatsApp integrations with all of the tools available. With the main ones, I always pay, approve, and validate them so that I can then give you the information all ready to go, and you don't have to do the work. So I'm delighted to be here, but I can't start without greeting you. As you know, I love starting by greeting you and asking from which cities you are connected and which companies you are with. Start writing in the comments so I can greet you. So let's get started. Here we have someone from Guanajuato. Carlos, welcome. I will be in the United States and Colombia soon. First, I travel to Colombia in a week and a half. We'll be there. And then, in April, the last week of April, we'll be in Miami, in the United States. And I'm really eager to take advantage of the trip to the United States to make a little visit to Mexico. Let's hope, my brother. Well, here we also have from Monterrey, the city of Mexican meats. Oh, how I miss it, huh? I was a master's professor at a Mexican university in Saltillo, Coahuila. And I was there for 6 months teaching. Can you believe it, huh? But anyway, how lovely Mexico is, huh? But well, welcome here as well. Joining us from Guatemala, Carlos, we just had a meeting with you. Huh? Very positive, everything you're doing there. We hope to be able to help you in the best way too. So welcome. Joining us here from Costa Rica, Fernanda. Very good, Tico. Pure life. Excellent. And also here from Peru, Jose Carlos. Welcome from Lima. Let's see here. There's Recordations, ILP. From Peru. Lima, Peru. No, I think you're not from Lima. You're from the southern part of Peru. Around Ayacucho. I think you're from Ayacucho. Yes, well. Also here is Hugo, from Guadalajara, Mexico. Excellent, Hugo. Welcome. Christian from Santiago, Chile. By the way, Ecuador is playing Chile now, so get ready because we're a bit upset since we started with 3 points less because of you. Don't think otherwise. So let's see. This week is coming up. Carlos, of course. Victor Juarez from Guatemala. Welcome, my brother. And ILP Collections from Ayacucho. Of course, I remember. We're always in contact with Marco. And well, it's great that you're here. Ronald from El Salvador. Among others, we're going to start because I know that you come for silver and leave with gold whenever we have these training sessions. So I'm happy to share all this with you. So let's start today. We're going to talk about how to integrate WhatsApp with Bitrix with the different integrations. How should the integration be? What options are there? What has changed? What has improved? What hasn't? And well, we will be sharing with you. So, First, this masterclass is useful for those who are just starting out. Okay? It works wonderfully because you will have a very clear understanding of how Bitrix works with WhatsApp. Okay? And for those who are already using it, there are some who still haven't integrated WhatsApp. It will be useful for you and for those who are already using it to see the new features and everything. So we are going to make it very educational and practical for all of you. First, allow me to start by inviting you to join the largest Spanish-speaking WhatsApp community, specifically for Videx. If you are not here yet, join so that you are always the first to be updated to have the information about new events, new updates, as this is the channel through which we communicate them. Scan the QR code join so that you are always informed firsthand as such. Second, I want us to be clear that so far there are 3 types of WhatsApp. Okay? The first one. The one on the right is the personal WhatsApp that all of us have and use on a personal level. This was made by WhatsApp. In fact, at the beginning, it was the only one that existed. But look at how cunning these WhatsApp people are. The first thing they do is they say, well, I want to differentiate from all those who use WhatsApp, who are individuals and who use it for business with a commercial purpose. And there, they set a little trap for us and created WhatsApp Business. And at first, everyone said, wow, let's switch to WhatsApp Business because we have labels. Because we can set business hours, right? So the people at WhatsApp were rubbing their hands together every time we switched to WhatsApp Business. And one of the wonderful things they did in the world was to identify who uses it for commercial purposes and who are truly human. Simple people who use it as a means of communication. Look at how brilliant they are. Well, they were there walking around for a while. We all thought it was the wonder of the world. And a few years ago, WhatsApp released the official API version. And since they released the official API version, they started blocking WhatsApp business accounts because they were saying, well, I see Victor, who is selling a lot through WhatsApp, Ronald from El Salvador, Christian, Hugo. Well, they should pay me a little, right? If they use my application, they should pay me a little. It's created WhatsApp apps. And likewise, it added other little perks. But imagine what it would have been like to start with all the companies. It would have been a catastrophe because WhatsApp doesn't have unlimited personnel, right? And what they did was start with the mega large companies. So they started with the super large companies, practically Claro, Movistar, the banks, right? They were the first to adapt to the official WhatsApp API and they started charging for all the clients who wrote to them and for all those they wrote to. And I tell you they started because that changed since November of last year. So it spread, not everyone switched over. For some countries, working with the WhatsApp API was becoming very expensive. So it didn't work, in others it did. But well, the fact is that it happened. As such. And it turns out that, let's say those who could afford the WhatsApp API have already switched over. They have already switched over. Meta is already making money through WhatsApp with that version. pulled onto your hats. Because this is something that happened to me last week. In fact, check it on your WhatsApps. What Meta is now looking to do is charge more people. So, plans just appeared for me. For WhatsApp Business. Note, up to this point, this has nothing to do with Bitrix. WhatsApp has now created some plans where the cheapest is $24 per month and the most expensive is $249 per month. Why? For using WhatsApp for being cool. We are going to have to pay. This is something that is not yet in effect. Okay? In all accounts, I think they are doing some pilots, okay? This happened to us with our WhatsApp account, where we have the unofficial, the regular WhatsApp business, and they are already wanting to charge us as such. And obviously, they are going to offer you some perks too, right? They will suddenly offer you support. They'll say, well, I'm going to give you more protection, more security. I'll help you if your number gets unblocked, whatever, right? We don't know the details yet. Yes, no, but I want you to keep it in mind, in case this comes up so you can have it on your radar. Okay, this is something for people who want to continue using WhatsApp for free. For businesses, it's the next step, and what WhatsApp is aiming for is to capture those who don't want to switch to the official WhatsApp. Those who want to keep using WhatsApp on their phone, but still pay a little. So, watch out for that detail, and they will use a strategy that WhatsApp is already using with some, which is this one. Suddenly, a little message will appear on your WhatsApp, as it has already happened to me, as it has happened to some of our clients, saying this account can no longer use WhatsApp Business. And it will make you suffer 24 hours without knowing that a client has written to you without you being able to write to any client. It will make you suffer little. And that's when they will try to sell you that option, whether it's the official WhatsApp or WhatsApp Business with their respective plans. So, look, it's not bad that we pay, because obviously if we want better service and we want more features, excellent, we pay. But let's see what options are available and which ones might work best for all of you. So, as of today is March 18th, 19th, March 19th, 2025. These are the available options to the official WhatsApp, the API, and the unofficial regular WhatsApp Business. As of today, I'm telling you this is changing. I'm giving you a preview of what's coming. It's not confirmed information. It's my analysis. So you can start preparing accordingly. So let's talk a little about the integration options that are unofficial, where up until today, you don't have to pay anything to WhatsApp Business yet, because for now, those payment plans are optional. I think at some point it might become mandatory, but in any case, today, you don't have to pay anything to WhatsApp. And if you want to connect this to Bitrix, to the CRM, and Luis, why would I want to connect it to Bitrix? Why would I want to connect it to the CRM? Many reasons. First, you have traceability of what's happening, whether your sales team is writing quickly, on time, 1, 2. You can have multiple agents use the same number. Many companies are still using the sales mechanism where each advisor is given a phone number and a plan by the company that no longer works. Nowadays, modern companies operate with a single WhatsApp number through which everyone interacts with clients using that number. So, one of the advantages is that with this, you can have multiple people use the same number. Third, you can set up automations. So, what does an automation mean? It means that robots start writing to them automatically to the clients. So it's much easier and much simpler, for example, to follow up on sales or with clients who don't respond to you. It greatly increases the contact rate when clients don't respond and you have 7 or 8 robots writing to them, writing on the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 10th days. It greatly increases the contact rate. Okay. And another advantage is that you maintain, in these cases, the number and WhatsApp on the cell phone. So you can keep writing from the cell phone, continue answering calls, calling clients without any problem. Okay. It's practically the same WhatsApp number that have the business, but connected with an unofficial integration so that automatically, as soon as a client writes to you on WhatsApp, it gets uploaded to the database. I was talking with a friend client this week, and he was telling me, Luis, how I wish to have the database of clients I chatted with on WhatsApp in 2015, 2016, 2018. I had nothing. Luis, if I had that organized database today, I would be selling 2-3 times more. But I only started from 2023, 2024 to store my database. Look how many thousands of dollars I've lost, right? So what's the advantage? That the faster you organize every conversation you have on WhatsApp, in Bitrix it gets organized into funnels, into stages. So you already have each client tagged. And if tomorrow your phone gets stolen, lost, or damaged, you don't lose anything because your database is already on your own platform. So that's another one of the great, lovely, and beautiful advantages this has. Okay. Yes. There are plans starting at $20 a month. You can connect your WhatsApp to a system like this with all these benefits starting from $20 a month. And the highest plan costs $90 a month. There are even several applications to work with the official and unofficial version. In the end, my team and I have prepared a document for you where I detail the advantages of each one, the prices of each one, so that you can compare, analyze, and make the best decisions. Okay. Keep in mind that something important when you work through an unofficial WhatsApp connected to a CRM, there is a connectivity rate for this option. The connectivity rate is 99.4%, which means there will be occasions that there might be a problem. There is an update where there is a delay in the messages. It has happened. It's not frequent, but on occasions, especially when there are updates, it does tend to happen, and you need to consider it. The advantage is that when it happens, you have the phone to continue acting and managing it without any problem. Well, let's now talk about the other option, which is the official option. So, the official option, this one is the one that Meta is happy with and the one they want to push us all towards, right? Because they make money when we use this integration. There are different providers, but let's say the one we recommend the most because we use it the most. The integration costs $90 a month. Okay. Look at how connectivity increases. Let's see, it's still not 100%, right? Keep in mind, because there are several applications involved. Bitrix participates, WhatsApp participates, the integrator participates. So any of the three can fail, and that makes it not work for you, right? But it's minimal. And here, being official, the risk is much lower as well, right? But the difference is that this one charges you per correspondence or per conversation. When you are having a conversation that you initiate, charges you. On the other hand, when the client writes to you, it doesn't charge you anything, right? And you have a conversation, you have 24-hour windows to talk each time a client writes to you, okay? I will go with questions. Here, our friend Musa94 asks a question. He says, "Hello, how are you? I have a query regarding the database. It has been set to have an entire database in Bitrix Plus. The automations. Bitrix doesn't slow down. It doesn't run slower or get stuck." Well, very good question. Let's see. First, it depends on the plan you have, right? However, if you have the basic, standard, or professional plan, it's not a problem. As long as you are a small or medium-sized company, it will work just fine for you. But keep in mind that they are fast executions, right? They are scripts that are sent with the messages and everything. Normally, in the unofficial integration you have, every 3 4 seconds a message is sent, right? That's the delay in the unofficial integration. And it shouldn't be a problem, okay? In fact, many clients work and don't. Now, if you have 100 messages, every 10 seconds, maybe I would recommend you switch to the enterprise plan, right? But the enterprise plan, to have 100 messages every 10 seconds, you must have a big company, right? You have a lot of activity. You must have about 50 sales executives or more, among others, right? So that would be it. But initially, no. Even if suddenly you have some small issues with that, the official version, I told you that the delay of the official version is 3 to 4 seconds. The official version is 1 second, meaning it optimizes your communication time a lot as well. And no, you wouldn't have that inconvenience. And the advantage, if you work on a large scale, as you say, it might be beneficial for you to switch to the enterprise plan because the enterprise plan has much faster servers for your business. Therefore, it performs very well for you. We have a contact center that operates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and we have no issues. As such, and we manage 7 business units in a single Bitrix account. And even if we were on the professional plan, we wouldn't have problems. So I would think that it's not a problem that we should have on our radar, Musa. All right. Here, Victor asks us another question. He says, "Victor, but when using it in Bitrix, only one device is registered. So it would work with the lowest priced one to then use Bitrix to do the automations you want." Well, you can connect all the devices you want, Victor, but you have to pay a license for each phone you connect to Bitrix. This morning, I had a meeting 8 in the morning with some friends, some clients who have 9 WhatsApp licenses, 9, and they have them connected to Bitrix. But they also manage some businesses, and they handle each advisor with the phone numbers. So it can be done without a problem, but the trend is more depending on the type of business. To manage a single WhatsApp number, here they manage 9 because they have the real estate business, and the real estate business is very important to them. That the advisor continues managing from the cell phone. All right. Well, let's continue. We're clear up to this point. I'm going to show you some examples so you can see clearly. Okay, Luis, I understand now about the WhatsApp app and the official WhatsApp, but talk to me about costs. How much does it cost to have the official WhatsApp? Let's see, I have a little picture for you. Until November of last year, the official WhatsApp charged you for the clients who wrote to you and for those you wanted to write to. Okay. However, WhatsApp realized that it wasn't even 2% of Meta's revenue that this was generating. And that's why they decided to open it up and no longer charge you for incoming messages. Now they only charge you when you want to write to a person who hasn't written to you. Okay. And these are the rates. They vary by country. There are countries. They are beautiful because it's too cheap. Like Colombia. Look, in Colombia, you pay 1.5 cents for me to write to a client. And I can talk as much as I want for 24 hours. Okay? Or, for example, if I wanted to send mass campaigns, that's what I pay. And there are more expensive countries, for example, like Ecuador, where you pay 8.5 cents, and the rest of the countries in the region as well, right? But well, there you have the references for Latin America. For the Latin American countries that aren't listed, what the rest of Latin America says applies, right? Now, don't be scared. There's a great friend and client, Diego Orozco. He is from Quito. And he has a company that deals with visas, right? He sells visa procedures to Europe, to the United States. And he told me, Luis, I have a ton of leads that I didn't handle well commercially at the time. And they were interested. So we implemented the official WhatsApp API with him to send out campaigns, right? And recently, I talked to him and said, hey, Diego, so how's it going? How did the campaigns go? He tells me, Luis, I'm thrilled because I'm naturally a bit low on sales. I launch massive campaigns. Imagine sending 1,000 messages on WhatsApp massively to those who didn't buy. Costs him. He's in Ecuador. It costs him $86 to send 1,000 messages. 1,000. And from which he gets 40, 50 sales. I mean, with 2 sales he makes, he already covers the cost of the massive campaign. And all the others, 38, 48 sales. It's pure income. I mean, this is very useful for you to have a button. When you need sales, you press it, set it up well, and you have a commercial machine. You have a commercial machine. Just this afternoon, we had a meeting with my team. Because we started with a very nice project that we are now marketing. And the strategy is 100% focused on this. Mass campaigns through WhatsApp, selling. Mass campaigns through mass campaigns. We'll see how it goes. Everything predicts it's going to be a huge success because the product we're selling is wonderful. We're incorporating artificial intelligence into the sales process. There are the Maravilla automations, and we're going to use them a lot to sell. So this is the official version. It should be emphasized that in the unofficial version, where you don't pay anything to Meta, it's not advisable to send mass campaigns because they'll block your number. Only if you want to send mass messages via WhatsApp, this is the way, there's no other. With the other, Bitrix does it, but they will block your number. Okay? Good. Well, let's talk a little about the pros and cons of the official version. Minimal risk of being blocked. Messages are sent and received with greater speed. You can create buttons. You've seen that. In some Meta accounts, you can add buttons. That can be done in the official version. You can embed videos, files, photos. You can add subtitles. And something important is that there's a phrase every time you talk to a customer that says, "This is a number used by a secure Meta platform, right?" And in some way, it gives confidence, it gives security to say that. On the other hand, when you work with the unofficial version and you write to a new number, almost half of the screen tells you, "This is an unknown number, block, right?" A red button for you to block it. The cons are that you pay for outgoing conversations. And you have 24 hours to talk to the person without paying. So I write to you, you respond to me. From today at 6:34, which is in Ecuador. I have until tomorrow at 6:33. And I don't pay anything. If I write to you starting at 6:35, then I pay. They charge you 8 cents for another 24 hours. Okay? That's important to keep in mind. In the case of Ecuador, right? In Colombia, 1.5 cents. There, I, with eyes closed, keep talking without a problem. And this is an important downside. It's not like regular WhatsApp, where I write to you, "Hello, how are you? I'm Luis, from such and such company." No. Here you have to send templates to Meta, which are approved by Meta. And that's what you send to the client. So, once you send the template, it's approved by Meta and I send you the template. It has to be very well thought out and it has to aim for the person to click or interact with your message. Because if I wrote to you, sent you the template, you don't respond to me, I can't keep writing to you. Do you realize? In fact, I can't even keep sending you templates. I need to seek that interaction so I can continue maintaining the conversation and common communication. Well, important advantages. Look at the difference. This is what I said. Let me enlarge the screen for you. Notice how. The one on the left is a message from the unofficial version. Notice how half of the screen tells me to block or add. And there's the message, right? Half of the screen. And on the other hand, the one on the right is an official message, which shows me the message that this is a secure conversation. And I can send videos and see how the buttons are displayed. Okay? There you have those alternatives. Now, that's why it works a lot, and one of the things I recommend is to work with 2 WhatsApp accounts. An official one so you can make noise, so you can make new sales. And to work with a non-official WhatsApp, on the other hand, for everything related to follow-ups. So you don't have to be paying, right? That's what I recommend. We use it that way too. So there you have those options. These are the main providers that Bitrix has. Most have. Both options, the official and the non-official. There are others that are only official. For example, Edna only has the official version. There are other options that have both. As such, the ones I recommend the most, because I use them more and because I like them more, first is WhatsApp, second is PowerSap, third is WhatsApp, and fourth, Edna. Those are the four that I recommend and use the most, in that order. As such, in terms of prices, they vary a little more, and you might ask me, Luis, why do you prefer WhatsApp? Because it has 24-hour support through WhatsApp itself. Edna, for example, is official, but it only has support via email. You're right, they don't respond, I don't want to be there, no. Despite being the official one that Bitrix partnered with. If you take a look at all the WhatsApp application integrations available in the marketplace, you'll realize that the most used one in the world today is also WhatsApp. And it has some really cool features that I'm going to show you, which is why it's the one I recommend first today. And suddenly, if you're a bit limited on budget, there are other cheaper options that work too, but they don't have all the bells and whistles that these do. Alright. Well, there you have the options. Let's get into action. Let's get into the configuration, because you know I don't like to talk just from theory, but from the practical side as well. So, I'm going to share the screen. Start preparing all the questions you have. Share screen. And I'm going to open my Bitrix here for you. Very well. You should already see my Bitrix there. You should be viewing it very well now. Okay, so first, you are going to go to the contact center. You need to decide which of all the integrations you want to start working. And you will go to the contact center, and once you have installed it, because remember you have to install them in the Bitrix marketplace, you install it there, and then they will appear here, right? Look how I have all of them, right? Look, all of these are different integrations. As I tell you, I'm always testing all of them, as such. Once you have installed it, the unofficial integration is very simple. You simply scan the QR code and practically it's already integrated. The unofficial integration is very simple. And the official integrations, on the other hand, do require you to follow some processes in Meta to register the numbers, validate them. And once you have the number connected and ready with the different WhatsApp integrators, you come to this screen. And this is where you configure what you want to happen every time a client writes to you on WhatsApp or when you are going to write to them. So, you need to go to the option, and first you have to create an open channel for each WhatsApp number you are going to connect. So, Luis, how do I create the open channel? Here, you go to where it says Create Open Channel, and one will appear with a little number. Always make sure that when you are in this section, a little line will appear. Do you see that there's a little line here? That line differentiates all the open channels that are connected with this application. So, for example, on Facebook, notice how I have connected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Facebook pages, each one connected differently. On WhatsApp, for example, see how I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 WhatsApp channels connected. And so with each provider. Notice how WhatsApp is the one I have the most of. With NetNut I have 1, with WhatsApp I have 4. This is Power SAT, I have 1. WhatsApp will be among others. So, you are going to click on the channel and here you have to do the configuration. What you want to happen when they have written to you via WhatsApp. This is about who will be responsible for attending to it. For example, I assign it to Katie and myself. Here you select the logic for distributing the messages. If you wanted to notify Veronica, Katie, and Luis every time someone writes. Or for example, I can say that it doesn't notify everyone, but assigns them equitably. So, in this way, every time someone writes, it will only notify Veronica. If another client writes, it will only notify Katie. And if another client writes, it will only notify Luis. And there's another option which is exactly like in the waiting queue, which is useful when you have a very technical team. So, what does Bitrix do? Every time someone writes, it will always go to Veronica. But if Veronica doesn't respond in X amount of time, it goes to Katie. And if Katie doesn't respond in X amount of time, it goes to Luis. Okay? Here it's important, I recommend that you work with everyone, because on WhatsApp, quick responses are very important, right? So, to everyone. It makes you respond quickly. You make it respond quickly, and based on that, you manage it as such. You can validate so that messages only arrive when they are assigned. When an agent is online. Here you can select if you want the client to see the name of who is attending to them or not. This is one of the most important parts, because here you select where you want to store your database. Here you select which funnel. So, look, I manage 7 WhatsApp numbers. Each WhatsApp number I send to a different funnel. Okay? And here you select which funnel you want to send it to. This is important because it tells you use an active negotiation. What does that mean? That when the client writes, if you are already negotiating something, it doesn't create a new negotiation for you, but links it to the negotiation you have opened. This is wonderful. On the other hand, if you don't have any negotiation, yes, it creates one from scratch. So you can start managing it. In the sales process, in the ticket process, support, whatever you want. Okay? And here, you configure the open channel. And this option, which is important, is so that when the client writes, they are assigned to the salesperson who was already assisting them. Because remember, you can choose for everyone to assist, or you can also choose for the clients that Veronica started assisting to always be assisted by her. Veronica. The clients that Katie is assisting. Katie continues to assist them always, and the clients that Luis started assisting, Luis always assists them. Or I can say, I don't care who assists them, what I want is for them to be assisted quickly, and you configure it. Here you can configure the custom time, which I no longer like this option, because there are now AI chatbots. That assists 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Before it was necessary, because we didn't have that option, so we can do it. More and more, the topic of data protection law is advancing, so here you can create your terms and conditions for data protection. Here you can set up automatic actions, like sending a welcome message, sending a message when the conversation is closed. This is one of the options I love the most. Look, I'll show you. How are we winning? Good reviews on Google Maps. Many of your businesses are on Google Maps. And look how, for example, if I put we just started implementing this recently, look how we already have 20 ratings of 5 stars, right? The concept is excellent, well located. Look how beautiful, right? And this is good, because it's called social validation, right? It's what people think of your product. This one here, I don't know what happened because they gave us 3 stars 4 days ago. And it says a comfortable and quiet place. It matches what was promised. I don't know why they gave us 3 stars, but well, look at this. Beauty, as such. Do you know how we keep getting reviews? Every week and every week. With this. Look at this beautiful strategy. What's happening that every time we serve a customer, we ask them to rate us. Here, this is set up here, for them to rate the service they received. And look at how we ask them. We say to them, please tell us, how did we do? No, here, it says, rate us with 1 if you are satisfied with the service and, on the other hand, 0 if you think we could do better. So people, when they rate us poorly, okay, wait, this isn't it. Well, then, I'm going to show you the correct one so you can see exactly the message we send them. Because it's the channel, since we have quite a few. Look at the message we send them. We say to them, help us improve. Please rate our service. Type 1 or 0 as you see fit. And we say 1 if we served you as you deserve. Or 0 if we served you poorly and you want a supervisor to review the conversation. To everyone who rates us a 1, we send this other message. Thank you. Help us by making your comment public. And look at the link we sent you. The one for Google Maps. And we say, if you have any other requests, don't hesitate to write to us again. Only in this way, automatically, we keep winning and winning and winning 5-star reviews. Because to the people who are satisfied, you're telling them to make it public through a review. To the one you served well on WhatsApp, you're asking them to make it public. On the other hand, to the one who complains, the one who is not happy, you don't ask them to leave you a bad comment publicly, right? You're not going to say, shoot me. No. We say to them, we regret not serving you as you expected. Give us more information. And we provide a link where we ask more questions so they can tell us where we're failing. And we tell them that this will be reviewed by a supervisor. Look how to win 5-star reviews on Google Maps automatically, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. We've been doing this, I think, for about a month, and we already have 20 positive reviews automatically. How I regretted when I created this, not having implemented it. About 5 years ago, we would already have about 1,000 public reviews there on Google Maps, easily. Well, it's not too late to start.
Here.
We have those who want to connect with chatbots. In Bitrix, there are different chatbots. The one I recommend the most right now is PowerBot, which has artificial intelligence. We connect it here, and it works beautifully. Here. And here you can configure certain KPIs that you want Bitrix to notify you about. When the person takes too long to respond, you can configure it there, and that's it. That's all. That's all. And you have to set up a configuration for each channel. For WhatsApp, that is, in each open channel. You do the configuration because behaviors can be different, right? They can be different, and based on that, you do it. And that's it. What will you have with that? That every time someone writes to you, whether it's to the official WhatsApp or the unofficial WhatsApp, these beautiful little messages will automatically be generated. Here. Look, let's see this real case. Hello. I just checked in. My name is, it's just that a client just wrote. A robot with artificial intelligence wrote to them less than 10 minutes ago. Hello, thank you for choosing BXT. To assist you, under whose name is the reservation? And the girl says, Nikki Samaniego. Thank you, Nikki. Now, could you tell me on which platform you made the reservation? And they haven't responded yet. But it has already been assigned for a human to follow up and address the request, right? All. Automatically, beautifully, right? Look, exactly here. The client wrote. The human has already attended to it, and the entire conversation is on WhatsApp. And see how the customer database is. Storing and organizing. Beautiful, beautiful. We currently have 172,000 clients in our database. 172,000 clients to whom we have sold something. Isn't that wonderful? Everything is neatly organized into different funnels. There it is, ready to be worked on. Okay? Good. End. I'm going to go with questions because I know you have some. Oh, wait. I'm going to show you the automations. First, I'm going to answer the questions and then I'll go with the automations. I'm going to start here with my friend Andres from Inomatic. I imagine it's Andres. He says, hello, Luis, how much does Edna, WhatsApp, and PowerBot cost? Okay, excellent question. PowerStep. Costs. Moreover, we have that in a guide for you. Right away, download it if you want. You will enter this guide here. I left the link there for you. Let me copy it here for you as well so you have it. Here, in that link, I've left a guide where I detail everything for you. The prices, the types of integrations, how much each one costs, everything. As soon as you complete the form, it will be sent to you via WhatsApp. Look, here it is. There's the comparison. You complete it, and the difference will automatically be sent to you but I'll explain it briefly now. So you have it as such. Okay. Well, first, chat app costs $37 per month. Unlimited conversations. Okay. PowerSap is $56 or $59 per month with unlimited conversations. They don't have different plans like WhatsApp, right? Which range from 20 to 90. Keep in mind that on WhatsApp, the unlimited conversations plan costs $90. Okay. Then only has the official version. And Aetna's pricing is so complicated that they don't have public prices. They provide you with a quote based on a meeting you have with them and charge according to the number of messages. But on average, they charge between $30 and $50 for the integrator. The conversation costs. Keep in mind that they don't have an unofficial version. Okay, so those are the prices. Anyway, in the details, I'll send you the options for all these brands, which ones are convenient, which ones aren't, among others. Here, Christian asks to repeat how the negotiation is assigned to an executive. With pleasure. Now, once we're done, we'll send it to you. Okay. Been asked a few more questions. To start, do you recommend using a more economical option first? I would recommend WhatsApp in its basic plans. It could be a $45 plan. Moreover, you work with companies. It will suit you very well because it has very good options. There, it allows you to talk to up to 500 clients. It's not unlimited, but maybe you don't talk to more than 500 a month because you're B2B. Check it out thoroughly, Andres. But I'm going to explain what automations WhatsApp has that make me stick with it. And today, it's still my favorite. Dare you ask me, can the integration with WhatsApp be used just to organize messages without entering them into a funnel? Yes, but I don't like it because I would like you to start building your database automatically. You just connect that, and simply by continuing to chat on WhatsApp, it gets loaded into Bitrix and you would have it well. It would be good for you to tag them, to organize them so that the information is useful later. Here Christian tells me, Christian brother, what a pleasure. Christian is another regular attendee of the masterclasses. He's there, he never misses any of them. Christian is from Mexico. Hey Luis, can it be set so that when you select for it to reach everyone, then they receive a notification 10 minutes later if no one has attended to it? If you could set up an automation to notify the people you want. And that way, well, if you have 5 and it notifies all 5 and no one attends to them, we're screwed, right? There we have a strong commercial problem. But you could be bombarding them every 5 or 10 minutes. Attend to them, attend to them, attend to all 5, right? Until someone picks it up. It shouldn't be that way, but well. Stores, images, and videos. Yes, that's the nice part. Because all the conversations, all the history you have on WhatsApp, where they send you messages, where they send you videos, on WhatsApp you have to delete them every so often. Not here because they've already been stored in your node. Moreover, when someone deletes a message from you, it's already arrived here, right? Nothing happens. There it is, and you can keep following it. Okay, well, let's continue. Let's continue because I'm going to show you the options. Let's see, I'm going to go to Bitrix first. I'm going to answer what you asked me a little while ago, Victor. Christian asked me, about the assignment to the executive. Let's see, look, I'm going to the contact center, and in the contact center, I'm going to go into the contact center, and I'm going to explain to you again how I distribute the messages, right? So here I click on configure, and here I select who I want to receive the messages. Here. And there I select everyone, and that's it. I can select a department or a person, right? Or several people. This is configured here. What automations does WhatsApp have that I recommend in the first place? It's one that just came out. What is this? This automation. This is an automation that only works for those who work with WhatsApp. And what do I love about this option? That it has this little button here. Do you see this little button that says show message in open channel? And not show? So what is this useful for? Because you can be sending automations through WhatsApp, and they go hidden. In other words, Bitrix doesn't find out that those automations were sent. And on the other hand, when the client responds to you, Bitrix notifies you. That's a beauty. A beautiful thing. Because, for example, with some friends and clients from Mexico, they are a university and they get the database from the schools, load it into the system, and send 1,000 mass messages. Bitrix doesn't find out, and only Bitrix notifies them of those who respond to the messages. So you have your sales team ready, right? And you say, gentlemen, I'm going to launch a mass messaging campaign right now. They send out the mass messages. And they start working with everyone who responds. That's gem. That's a gem for mass marketing strategies. It works. And here, it allows you to select from which WhatsApp number you want and which template. One of the reasons why I prefer WhatsApp. And the second is this, that I can see it as if it were a WhatsApp web. All the conversations through WhatsApp. In this way, I can see it directly from here. And I can keep talking with this person, you see? I'm going to ask, did you manage to attend the webinar? Well, look how I write to Fernando Salcedo, who I don't know if he is, in the masterclass, and see how automatically here can view the conversation. What happens, for example, with other integrators? They don't have a place directly in Bitrix to see the conversations. You have to exit, as is the case with WhatsApp. Look, here I have the WhatsApp number. So in WhatsApp, one of the cases when I want to talk with the client, you realize I have to exit to see what's happening. And there, I can talk. You're seeing? Okay. There I can talk with the client. It takes me out of Vitex. I don't see it directly in Vitex. It took me out of Vitex. And there I can continue talking from here. That's another thing I don't like about it, but it's cheaper. On the other hand, PowerSnap, for example, is also very good, but it doesn't have that feature to see conversations outside of Bitrix. There, on the other hand, it only works with open channels. Okay, good. Well, there I pointed out some of the differences. And add to that the issue of support. The WhatsApp ones have better support through WhatsApp. And Practic, still, with whichever you choose, keep in mind that we are partners with all of them. We can help you with the integration of all of them. But we are happy to help you whenever you want and have decided, or if you already have it and want to renew the licenses with us. We are more than happy to help you improve processes, among other things, with the integration of WhatsApp. And with support issues, we can also assist you directly. Very well, let's move on to more questions you might have. Here. Ultra7 asks, how do these integrations work? If the phone service goes down, do the messages keep coming? Yes, that's through WhatsApp. In other words, WhatsApp itself would have to go down for it not to work. In fact, you can have your phone turned off and it will still work without any problem. Moreover, I'm going to recommend the most wonderful thing we can suggest for sales through WhatsApp. What I'm currently recommending to companies, and because I'm doing it this way, is to buy a number from Bitrix, to be able to receive calls and make calls from Bitrix. And I convert that number into WhatsApp. So everything, absolutely everything. If the client calls me on that number, I answer and it's recorded. If I call them, it's recorded. If the client writes to me on WhatsApp, I handle it through Bitrix and it's recorded. And if I want to write to them, I write through that single number and it's also documented. And I can add artificial intelligence to that same number to the WhatsApp conversations. And I can audit the calls with artificial intelligence as well. All from Bitrix in a beautiful way. Well, Christian sends a thumbs up. I send it back to you, my brother. Rodrigo Palma says, can any of them let me download the conversations? No. Imagine what it would be like to download conversations, right? It's amazing. What you can do is download the statistics. So you go here to the contact center and you can get statistics or download the statistics you want. How many messages, if they have been attended to, if not. Okay, you can get all that from the contact center. Who has complained about the service? Who has said they were well attended to? For example, this is only for those who manage at a pro WhatsApp level, right? But if I ask you how many customers complained in your companies, maybe most of you can't answer me. How many have complained in March? Look, I want to see how many have complained in March. Look how easily I do it. I go in here, I say, Bitrix, I want you to tell me how many have complained in the month of March. I'm going to list here those who have complained. And I put here those that are from the month of March. Created in the month. March 2025. There it is. 11 people have complained to me. So look, as a company, what do? Let's see if I can start reviewing these conversations, right? Hey, look, this person complained about that. Okay. So look how to control it. It's much easier to handle it this way. Right? Okay. All right. More questions now to finish up. Here's Bernal saying hello. He says hello, is it? That it will be. Hello, it's good. Here our friend asks us. Barnal says hello, but if I don't get a response from the client in 24 hours, does the channel close? The channel doesn't close. You can open and close the channel whenever you want. Okay. Okay? If the client doesn't respond in 24 hours, you can send another template after 24 hours. It will cost you again. But if they don't respond, you can't keep chatting. In the official version, where you pay. In the unofficial version, you can write whenever you want, however you want, beautifully. Christian asks me if they can. Look, if you see that at the top here it says export to Excel, right? But it exports the metrics, not the conversations. Okay? And can I download the Excel statistics? Yes, that can be done. Wow, a big thunder just struck in front of me. Wow. Excellent. Well, let's continue. Let's continue because we're already at the final part. Let's see. We already know how to configure it. I explained it to you. Still, keep in mind, if any of you don't have it yet, ask us for help. I will give you the WhatsApp number of our company. There's the WhatsApp number. Write to us. And by purchasing the licenses with us, we help you integrate WhatsApp into your companies. And you have support with us there. Happy to help you as such. We're entering the final part. First, some announcements. Let me have a little coffee to keep my energy up. First, those who have not yet taken our Bitrix course are invited. We start next week, Tuesday and Thursday. I know that most of you have already taken it, and it's a wonderful course. That 100% of the people who take it say it was worth it. If you haven't taken it yet, take it. It's 4 hours of class, packed with powerful content where we teach you the configuration, the logic of how this tool works. Write to the number on the screen and say, I want the Bitrix course and my team has been registering you. Tuesday, 2 hours on Tuesday, 2 hours on Thursday, golden content for all of you. It's updated. We already talk about the new features, so give it a look. Second, always keep in mind that by renewing Bitrix licenses with us, you get additional benefits. The most requested are the personalized consultations we offer, where we audit your Bitrix, help you implement new sales and marketing strategies beautifully with the tool. Third, announcement. I will be in 2 weeks, with the president of Bitrix. In fact, they have asked me to organize the logistics and show him around Bogota. I have that great responsibility, and I would like you to help me. If you would like to ask or say something to the president of Bitrix, send me a message on Instagram. Luis, ask him. I don't know, why is Bitrix going to change its name? Or, which, I don't know. Bitrix, ask where Bitrix is going. Ask him, well, I already have my questions, right? But the idea is for you to give me some so I can help you too. I will be there with the managers of Bitrix. And then I'll gossip to you. I'll gossip about what new things they tell me, right? So you can stay informed. I always get ahead. In Brazil, we met in October of last year. And there they already hinted to me on Twitter what was coming, so I'll gossip to you later about what new things they tell me for you. And as another point, I'll put it back on the screen. Here's the link. For those who want the differentiator, it's a PDF that my team and I put together with the WhatsApp options as of today, March 19th. The best ones, the ones we recommend the most, prices, their differences, our evaluations, and ratings, okay? For those who want to do it, they can do it. Those who haven't yet joined our WhatsApp community, the biggest, the happiest, the most fun. of Bitrix, the best Bitrix group on WhatsApp, Spanish speaking, the largest is ours. Scan the QR code, join so that you are always up to date with all these beautiful updates, with what's coming, all the improvements. I'm preparing a lot of content to share with you. And well, I will love being there closer to you and keeping you informed first. Last question, Andre says, can I buy a Bitrix number just for WhatsApp? Of course, and let that number be the only one that works and sends messages and stays informed about everything. Agreed? Well, I won't tire you out any longer. I will be. Lately. Well, I've been traveling a lot, huh? I'll tell you that today I was going to travel. I was tired of traveling, so I'm going to stay a bit longer before the trip to Colombia. I'm just going to stay here with my family, because don't think otherwise, huh? One misses the family tremendously. It's nice to travel and it's lovely and all. So much so that yesterday I took my son with me to accompany me to work, because I had to go to the beach to handle some property matters. I took my son with me and we had a great time. On the round trip, we went into the sea for a little while and then we came back. And today I also took him jogging. I already missed them, so my little 4-year-old son accompanied me jogging. We were there jogging a bit and he was so happy. He didn't last halfway, but he ran quite a bit, so I'm going to stay here for a few weeks spending time with the family and then we start. We will be in Colombia. Then, in the United States, in Miami. So to everyone over there, I'd be delighted to meet, see each other, and catch up a bit in person. Here, my friend El Bernal says, ask him what the story of Bitrix is, what was its first logo, how the idea of Bitrix came about. Oh well, that's good. I didn't have that on my radar. We'll ask him about it. Well then, I won't keep you any longer. I thank you very much. May God bless you and stay very attentive because the first quarter of the year is almost over. 2 more weeks, folks, and we start the second quarter of the year. May the sales continue. I'm currently preparing the next masterclass for you. And we are going to talk about RPAs and SPAs. We did one some time ago, and now we're going to do an update because everything related to automation and robotization is getting good. You can do wonders there, so I'm delighted to update you on all those topics. So well, may God bless you. I'll be chatting on Instagram. Those who want to talk about any other topic, write to me on Instagram, Luis Cordoba F. And we'll keep chatting there. A hug to everyone. May God bless you and see you next time. Take care. Bye. Thank you.